YouTube, welcome back. DubDigital crypto news, macro trends. Give me a subscribe if you appreciate that content. I'm trying to bring you the hottest crypto content on the internet. Today, we ain't talking about a specific coin. No, we ain't got time for it, guys. We got Bitcoin falling from its perch of greatness, pulling all our favorite altcoin bags down with it. Sometimes, guys, it pays to take a breather because it's easy to get all wrapped up in the weeds looking at your one chart. But what I always tell my wolf pack, don't miss the forest for the trees. We're gonna look at what I call market-centric charts. It's gonna give us a flavor, give us a feel of cryptocurrency at this snapshot in time. We're gonna talk about Bitcoin. We're going to talk about the altcoin market cap. We're going to talk about Bitcoin dominance, because when the brush gets thick and the path gets foggy, guys, it always pays to seek high ground. And at the end, we're going to put some FA with that TA and mix it all up. We're going to look at some recent press releases that give us some insight as to what big money thinks of the space and what's going on right now. Let me give you a pro tip. Don't listen to what they say, watch what they do. But you know what? I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's pull up the charts. Alright guys, I pulled up that BTC USD pair. Let's get it. It ain't no secret, Bitcoin's been doing its thing. It took about 1,085 days to reach its prior peak of glory. But you know what guys, we made it. Because it ain't easy to go through all this right here. Bitcoin popped through its all-time high of about $20,000. And usually when Bitcoin starts going up, it goes up way more than it goes down. But with that said, it helps to study Bitcoin, see where it's headed. Because I like to call Bitcoin the god asset in crypto. Money flows in from the traditional sector into Bitcoin. And then when it feels comfortable in its gains, it starts to proliferate out into other digital assets in the ecosystem. We're currently sitting in a very choppy and challenging area for Bitcoin right now. We know that charts are market psychology plotted out, right? You got half the people think a Bitcoin shouldn't be over 20,000 because they're haters. Then we got the other half of people who think Bitcoin should be $1 million because they're moon boys. And even though Bitcoin has flown up about 22% past that all-time high, we're still in the same general proximity of that all-time high. And when we zoom up, we see that Bitcoin's giving back a little bit of those gains. DubDigital, why the heck you spending so much time on this topic while we're still in the proximity of the all-time high? What Bitcoin does influences alts to an extreme degree. What I'm trying to say is this: Bitcoin can go up from here or Bitcoin can go down from here. Pretty much between the $19,500 level to the $21,900 level, there's not a lot of support in there. This is significant because if this thing should keep falling and collapse, there's really nothing stopping it from falling right back down to this $20,000 level, about 10% or so. But before you guys get all bent out of shape and sad and talking about sleeping on the couch and drinking vodka for dinner, let me ask y'all a question. Perhaps it will put things in perspective for you. If you had an asset that rose 100% in approximately 56 days, would you call that asset a failure? The majority of people watching this video would say no. Wouldn't you expect that asset to give a little bit back? So even if Bitcoin fell down another 15%, that still means in the course of about 2 months, Bitcoin rose about 70-80%. It's all perspective, guys. And that's exactly why I bring you back to baseline, so we don't get all caught up with the price action. We stay aware. But I don't gotta prepare you guys for Bitcoin keep going up. You guys are already ready for that. We already know Bitcoin's going to the moon. What I want to review is the situation where if Bitcoin keeps falling, yeah, whatever, DubDigital. So what if Bitcoin goes down another 10%? It's already fell down 5% before you publish this video. But in an attempt to understand the market sentiment, understand the market forces better, it helps to understand why things fall. And Bitcoin being limited supply, hard cap money. And what's the inverse of Bitcoin? Infinite supply, non-cap money, aka the US dollar, aka USD, aka the DXY, which is the relative strength index of the US dollar when compared to other fiat currencies like the euro and like the yen. Let's go ahead and hop over to that chart real quick so we can see graphically how DXY looks like when Bitcoin's falling, so we can see that dynamic in action, baby. Alright guys, we're sitting out here on the DXY. Let's check it out. I took some time to make it nice and pretty. I made a square, 2 rectangles, made it red and green because Santa Claus is coming. Some people leave cookies and milk. I leave charts of crypto. He looks like a hodler, man. What do you think he keeps in that bag? Haha, I'm here all week. Look, starting April 2017 to January 2018, he had a decrease of the dollar of approximately 10%. What else happened around that time period? Oh, look, I think I gave the answer away. That's when the bull run of 2017 occurred. Bitcoin went from $1,000 to $20,000. Those of you who are new to crypto, we're not making it up. That stuff really happens. But notice, as the dollar's purchasing power decreased, the purchasing power of of other alternative currencies like digital assets increased greatly. Oh yeah, DubDigital, I don't believe you. How much it increased? Just like a whole bunch, just like 1,444%. But after that time period, you'll see that the DXY started to flatten out. And then in April 2018, almost exactly 1 year later from the start of the bull run, well, my bags are going through bear markets and they're bleeding, and I'm sleeping on the couch and drinking vodka for dinner. But most importantly, guys, I want you to notice, dollar goes down, cryptocurrencies gain in purchasing power. Dollar goes up and cryptocurrency loses purchasing power. Then around March of 2020, we had that big old stock market crash. Oil went negative, Bitcoin went down to like 3,000 bucks. Everyone was crying under their desk, calling their mom, telling her that they love her, sleeping on the couch and drinking vodka for dinner. But what ultimately resulted from that, guys, was a drop in the dollar. And if you guys remember at all, altcoins initially suffered from that huge drop in Bitcoin, but then gained against Bitcoin. But I got good news for y'all. While it's natural for assets to bounce while they're descending, just like the dollar is doing, I'm anticipating a further drop of another 10% or even greater coming to DXY over the next year or so. But DubDigital, what the heck does that mean? It basically means, in my humble opinion, that we're just getting started on this. And depending how aggressive governments around the world get with printing fiat money to support this pandemic going on, this thing might be even more extreme than I'm anticipating. But the moral's the same, guys. But always remember the dynamic, guys. Dollar down, cryptocurrency up. That's cool, DubDigital, but dang, talking a lot about Bitcoin. What about them altcoins? I got you. We about to jump to the total 2 index, aka the altcoin market cap. I've been shilling this all over the place. Assuming that the trend we identified on the DXY continues to happen, dollar loses purchasing power, cryptocurrencies gaining purchasing power, then that supports the thesis I have on the total 2 index, altcoin market cap, being all the money wrapped up in altcoins. See these circles? Yeah, you already know what I'm talking about. This looks like a bigger version of this. After this structure formed, there was a huge increase in the money flowing into altcoins of about 261%. Should that same market psychology play out again, we're gonna see a big old increase in the altcoin market cap at some point, but that doesn't mean we're not gonna have some drawbacks along the way, guys. Bitcoin still got some haters. Bitcoin still got some bears. It doesn't mean Bitcoin sucks. And while Bitcoin's around this all-time high level and a bull run isn't completely evident to everybody looking at this thing, altcoins will continue to suffer until they don't. And if we see a drop back down to all-time high, it makes a lot more sense why altcoins are dropping about 10% since Bitcoin's been dropping. Price increases on charts are incremental. You take 2 steps forward, 1 step back, because charts have memory. You must do a resistance support flip before the market feels good to continue higher. And when we relay this fractal back onto the chart, we can clearly see that even in 2017, the price did come back down, even when it shot up. Some of these drops were pretty intense. That means altcoins were bleeding. Yeah, whatever, DubDigital. Talking all this filth, filth. I'm tired of hearing this, bro. Bitcoin's going up, altcoins are going down. Bitcoin's the king, altcoins suck. It might seem like that right now, guys, but I wouldn't be too sure about that. Let's take a look at the Bitcoin dominance chart. That gives us some more insight if Bitcoin's gonna go up versus altcoins. All right, guys, here we are. We're sitting on the BTC dominance chart. This chart measures how much of the money in crypto in total is sitting in Bitcoin or altcoins. When the chart goes up and you see green candles, just know that that means that Bitcoin's gaining in dominance. When the chart goes down and you see red candles, that means altcoins. So guys, you see that I went coloring once again, made some rectangles because I like them. That's not the point of them being on this chart. They're on here to identify significant areas where Bitcoin gave away dominance to altcoins. The most famous one being between April 2017 to January 2018. That's when the last real altcoin season popped off. Went crazy, went ham, made everyone in the wolf pack slap people with $1,000 bills, laughing at them, flipping them off. And ultimately, Bitcoin dominance went from 87% to 34%, giving away about 60% of the money wrapped into it and transferring it into the altcoin market cap. DubDigital, so the hell what? Why does this matter to me? Because if you could identify and recognize that Bitcoin isn't always the king in regards to dominance, you can position your portfolio in a way that actually makes you gain purchasing power against Bitcoin, BTC. It's like getting leverage to Bitcoin that has leverage to the US dollar. Leverage on leverage on leverage. Check this out, guys. Between May of 2020 to October of 2020, we've been going through what I call the 2020 baby altcoin season. DubDigital, why the heck you calling it a baby altcoin season? That's weird, bro. Well, Bitcoin dominance only dropped about 13%. I think that means we got a whole bunch more to drop should the same thing be occurring again. Well, yeah, DubDigital, if that's the case, how come Bitcoin dominance has been rising over the last 68 days, sitting at 67% dominance? Guys, didn't I say we're gonna have bounces along the way? I want you to look at this area right here. See this? Just remember that. Don't look a lot like this. Got a similar shape form and then a gap down, a huge gap down. In an instant, altcoins received a bulk of that money. I'm not saying we're gonna get a similar gap down, but All I'm saying is it's not unusual for Bitcoin to go up in dominance before it gives ground to altcoin dominance. That's not financial advice. Y'all are adults. Y'all get the hint. That's enough of the TA. Let's jump into the FA, that fundamental analysis. We're gonna look at a couple articles that's gonna give us a little insight as to what the big money's thinking about what's going on right now. Don't listen to what they say, watch what they do. Cointelegraph, dated 12/21/2020. Scaramucci Skybridge files with SEC to launch Bitcoin Fund. An application for Skybridge Bitcoin Fund LP has been filed with the Securities Exchange Commission. Anthony Scaramucci, multi-billion-dollar hedge fund Skybridge Capital, has submitted a formal application with the United States Securities Regulator. According to the document, the proposed fund is classified as a hedge fund. Skybridge declined to disclose the size of target investments, but the minimum from any individual investor will be $50,000. Yeah, it's not for the regular dude. Investment funds may hold long and short positions in digital assets. The company and investment funds may also invest in the securities of companies related in whole or in part to digital assets or digital asset technologies, including digital asset miners, payment technologies, digital security, or crypto trading exchanges, or otherwise have direct or indirect exposure to emerging technologies. Wow, what else do you guys got in here? We got a lot of people with a lot of money starting businesses focusing around cryptocurrencies, investing in cryptocurrencies, buying, selling, not taking anyone's money who's not giving them $50,000. Does it sound to you like Bitcoin's gonna go to zero and altcoins are gonna blow up? No, but you know what? You don't gotta listen to me. This is not financial advice. I'm just a dude on the internet. Here's another one. MicroStrategy buys the dip and now has more Bitcoin than the US government. That's interesting. Check it out. Michael Saylor announces another $650 million purchase of Bitcoin as it price dips from the weekend highs. Bitcoin intelligence company MicroStrategy has added to its Bitcoin stash with the purchase of 29,646 Bitcoin, an average around $21,925 per Bitcoin. The company is now holding a total of 70,470 Bitcoin, bought at an average price per Bitcoin of $15,964. This makes it the fifth largest individual holder of Bitcoin, one place ahead of the United States government, which reportedly owns 69,420 Bitcoin. Y'all remember when Bitcoin was a joke for money launderers, for weird nerds on the internet paying each other for stuff? Then they started laughing at it. But now the United States government reportedly owns almost 70,000 Bitcoin, and we have companies who are buying even more Bitcoin than the United States government? I don't know about you guys, but that sounds like a national security problem. That sounds like the US government might have to increase their holdings of Bitcoin. But it just goes to show you, even at these high prices, even at all-time highs, looks like the bearish sentiment circling the ecosystem is starting to drift away because people are starting to understand that the price squeeze might be on the way. And most recently, Saylor encouraged fellow billionaire Elon Musk to follow his lead and use Bitcoin to replace the US dollar as Tesla's primary reserve currency. Oh my goodness. My heart is racing. I can't breathe. My throat, my chest. Guys, I don't even know what to say at this point. I can't even believe how right we were. Look at look at it. Use BTC to replace the US dollar as Tesla's primary reserve currency? Corporations just ditching the dollar for Bitcoin because it's a better store of value? It's exactly what we thought would happen, wasn't it? Did the US government really think they could debase the currency and get their wealth evaporated? I got a problem with that, and there's a lot of other smart people who got a problem with that. Do you really think big money doesn't follow big money? We got JP Morgan talking a whole lot of mess, saying Bitcoin is overbought, but will suck money out of gold. Suck value out of gold? How does that happen? If Bitcoin was really and truly an inferior asset, like JP Morgan says it is, let me think about it. Oh wait, it wouldn't. Institutions need to keep buying to avoid a price drop, JP Morgan analysts say, but the outlook looks rosy and will come at the expense of gold. Theories tied to recent price rises include institutional investors buying via over-the-counter trades that suck up the available supply. This has been called a liquidity crisis, which will only accentuate with time. While this week, another analyst claimed that the cycle could fuel the Bitcoin bull run indefinitely. Dang, I know I'm a bull, but I'm not an indefinite bull. We got institutional analysts saying that. I'm feeling it. And others suggested that Bitcoin could benefit from a $6 billion cash injection from institutional uptake after insurance giant MassMutual revealed a $100 million allocation. The correlation between gold and Bitcoin has decreased since October as Bitcoin rallied to new all-time highs. I remember a time when Bitcoin finally passed the price of 1 ounce of gold. It was crazy. No one believed it could happen. And 4 years later, Bitcoin's worth about 10 ounces of gold, and it's not even gonna stop. You got a bunch of institutional analysts projecting that the gold to Bitcoin ratio is about to go out of control. Alright guys, just want to bring you a quick update on the overall cryptocurrency market. But everything doesn't go up in a straight line, y'all. And if it was that easy, everyone would be a whale. To get where you want to go, you gotta have some perseverance. We see a bunch of billionaires. We see billionaires talking publicly on Twitter. Elon Musk, Michael Saylor, about putting some of their liquid assets into Bitcoin to help hedge against the degradation. And I don't know how to tell you guys other than saying this is huge stuff. We got high net worth individuals. We got corporations. We got governments all holding Bitcoin. And if this trend continues, imagine how many billionaires are around the world and how many billionaires will be very interested in protecting their purchasing power by putting a percentage of their portfolio into Bitcoin. If you appreciate the content, give me a like, comment, subscribe. DubDigital Crypto News, Macro Trends. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.